guess I should wait for one or two of you to come online. I could be waiting for a long time. So I'm still in Bangkok. I've been here a couple of weeks. Just wanting to update people, if only friends, family, who are interested. And I'll put these onto Facebook eventually. Not Facebook, sorry, onto YouTube eventually, as I do with a lot of these. I'm sitting by some greenery just here, except that it's I don't know if it's fake. I think it's fake, but it's got some earth to make it look perhaps real. I'm not sure here. So yeah, I'm just sitting here very, very close to a BTS station, the BTS SkyTrain in Bangkok. I'm kind of halfway or 2/3 from the place I'm staying at, the Phra Khanong BTS SkyTrain stop. I'm actually, the halfway from that stop, which is actually in the area or the outskirts of Bangkok called Phra Khanong. I'm not Thai, so I can pronounce it best I can. And I'm kind of 2/3 between that and the centre of Bangkok. This is where I'm sitting right now. I decided to get off here. I didn't have much change on me, and I had about 35 baht, and that will get you a bit further than kind of to here really, which is I'm actually at the BTS stop of Phra Khanong, which is one stop down from Ekamai in Bangkok. For any of you who knows that or care, that's where I am sitting right now. It's kind of one of these little outside. I'm hoping that you can hear this okay. I'm not that far away from the traffic yet again. It's one of these outside areas with shops, seating area, eatery areas. Let me just spin it around, maybe you can see a little bit. And there's in front of me there's a Starbucks, other well-known companies in Thailand, especially coffee shops. There's Coffee Club, I'm just looking up here, a Coffee Club, Amazon Coffee. All these are very well-known chains in Thailand, especially Bangkok. Anyway, so that's where I am. I just decided to get away from where I'm staying. I don't want to. I'm kind of mixing it up. Some days I'm staying pretty much in my hood, or even in my apartment. Go out for a bit of food. But other days I'm going to Bangkok either to meet friends or a friend, or just to hit the town. Bearing in mind I'm not drinking, it's a very different trip to my usual one. Thanks, you know who I'm talking to. So yeah, but I wanted to do this video regarding my my few lands that I'll be landing in the next few days, or over the next couple of weeks, but starting this weekend really. So basically what I'm doing is I'm leaving Bangkok finally. I've been here since I think the 9th of or what month are we? Oh my god, March, and now it's the 26th, and basically I'm going to a place called Hua Hin, which I've been to before. I'm going there for 3 days from this weekend. Part of the reason for that was, or probably the main reason for that, was to get a flight to Malaysia. I thought I'd like to go to Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur just for a few days. Never been there before. I'll meet a friend hopefully as well. But as well as that, the other reason for going to Hua Hin was because the flights, the best deal I could get was from there, and it's a 2-hour train ride. I'm not driving the train. From Bangkok. I've done the trip before. It's nice and easy, very good value for money, the trip. So going to Hua Hin, then flying to Kuala Lumpur, staying there for about 3 days. By the way, the other reason for doing this is in Thailand, basically in Thailand, you get a 30-day stamp visa when you arrive. It's free. Some people will know this already, but you can do visa runs. I don't kind of like that term, but that's what they've been labelled these days. You can either get a bus to another country, or a flight is better because you're guaranteed when you come back into the country you're treated like a new visitor, so you get another 30 days, and the flights are very pretty cheap. So I'm partly going to Malaysia for that, so that I can come out of the country, go back in. So I think I would have done about 5 weeks in Thailand by the time I leave here for South Korea. I'll come to that in a minute. But I really would have to do a bit more than, I couldn't really. You can extend the visa in this country. You can go to an embassy or immigration bureau and extend it that way. But it practically costs the same as a flight, and I'd rather go and see something else. And it's a bit of hassle, I suppose, more hassle doing that than booking a flight to another country. So Kuala Lumpur is first. Then my indecisive nature kicked in and thought, actually, I'll go to the place I was going to go to. I was going to go to Cambodia for a third visit. I've been a couple of years ago and once before that, and this will be my third trip now. A couple of things swung it for me. There's a friend or two I know there, and so I decided, the prices have gone up a little bit now, but this morning I decided to book from Kuala Lumpur to a beach area in how do you say it? It's Sihanoukville in Cambodia. So I'll stay there for a couple of days, maybe 3 nights max. Then get a bus to Phnom Penh or Phnom Penh, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Then I'll fly about 5 or 6 days later from landing in Cambodia. I'll fly back to Bangkok just in time for Songkran, which is kind of their New Year festival, where the parts of Bangkok and all of Bangkok really goes crazy with water fights. It started off with some religious thing with monks blessing people with water, and now it's become people with super soaker, water pistols, and there's Koh San Road, which I went to about 10 years ago. My friend said to me, "You're going to get wet," and I did get wet. It was crazy. They also do it in a couple of other areas of Bangkok, but also you could be in a tuk-tuk and someone just decides to shout out good wishes and spray you with water. And a bit, if you're stuck somewhere still, like in traffic, or if you're just walking around, you also get some white powder on your face as well. And I'm still. I've just seen your message, Diane, but I'm still live. So I should be, I'm still running live. I've only been talking about 5 minutes, hopefully not too much longer, but anyway. So I'll be back to Bangkok for that. And let's just try something. And so I'll be here for that. Again, getting a flight from back to, because I've left this so late as well, it's a decision today. Going from Cambodia to Thailand on the 13th to 15th, the price is just way hiked up. So I've decided to come back to Thailand on, I think it's the 11th or 12th. I think it's the 11th, so that I'm well in time for Songkran. I mean, I've been there, done it before, but I wouldn't mind seeing it again and joining in with the festivities, perhaps. Getting a bit wet. What with me now learning to swim, teaching myself to swim in the hotel swimming pool, one of them. They're barely used by anybody. I'm trying to learn to swim, and I'm quite proud of myself. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. So Songkran, that will be what I'm doing when I come back to Bangkok. So after Malaysia, after Hua Hin in Thailand, you're going to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, then going to Cambodia, 2 different parts of Cambodia, then flying back to Bangkok in time for Songkran. That will take me after Songkran takes me to the 16th of April, and on the 19th of April I'm flying to South Korea. And after that, 2 weeks later, I'll be flying back home. So Mum, if you're watching, kind of know you are. I'll be back 2nd of May in the UK. So that's what I kind of wanted to say. I'll be touching down on lots of different lands. It's a few lands, but it's really a different place in Thailand first of all, then going to Malaysia, then going to 2 different places in Cambodia, and then going back to Thailand, so you can class that as landing again back in this country, then flying to South Korea, and flying to Jeju and other places while I'm there, then finally back in the UK, many changes will be happening in my life, and I'm already instigating some of those. So yeah, it's been some days I've been having basically lazy days and just hanging around in my apartment, popping out, just chilling, a bit lazy really, because I haven't got any commitment. I'm trying to do some video editing, but it's not really happening. Uploaded a couple of YouTube videos. There's one on YouTube now of me doing a meditation class in India. There's one as a podcast video on YouTube, just search my name, concerning the possibility of moving to Thailand and what it would and why I would do that. That's on YouTube, and other ones I haven't uploaded yet. So anyway, I'm at the BTS SkyTrain stop of Phra Khanong, which is just below Ekamai. If you know Bangkok, or if you don't, that's not that far from the centre, but it's kind of 2/3 or halfway between where I'm staying and the centre of Bangkok. So yeah, I'm just seeing one of these little shopping arcadey bits on the side of the road. Lots of food vans, Starbucks and other coffee conglomerates, a health food store where I've just bought some of this, and I'm trying to have coconut water every day. Since halfway through my trip in India, I've been buying coconut water every day, but normally directly from a coconut, but not always possible. Also been trying to get melon every day, or something like that. Trying to live a bit healthier. Not easy. I'm back on the coffee again now, trying to get myself back off that, but we'll see. I'll upload this video, as I say, to YouTube, and that's where other ones are. So I just wanted to do this to tell you what I'm doing in the next few days, because this morning I added plans to my already existing ones. I had to pay a bit more, but it kind of got to be done. It's kind of had to be done. So that's it. I'll leave you with this vision of this fake tree, or half fake tree, next to me, and I'll just wobble the camera a bit, and probably leave it at that. So yeah, feel free to watch my other videos on YouTube, but also chat to some of you again soon. God, it's so noisy here. Anyway, thanks. All right, bye bye.